Good evening, fans, and welcome to Gilbert High School and tonight's softball matchup between the Ames Little Cyclones and the Gilbert Tigers. Tonight, we're taking time to recognize the Ames Little Cyclones and Gilbert Tigers grandparents in attendance and watching online, and thank them for their support throughout the season. First, we will announce the grandparents and the player of the Ames Little Cyclones. Cameron Johnson. Here in attendance is Tom and Susan O'Brien from Urbandale, and Debbie Grubbs from Des Moines. Josie and Jada Tyland, Jim and Diana Tyland, and Brenda Martin. Kylie Sodal. Here in attendance is Sydney Emery in Ames, and watching online, Debbie Brownfield from Ames and Kevin Brownfield from Ogden. Meredith Franzen. Here in attendance, Cal and Frankie Parrott of Ames. Sydney Smalley. Here in attendance is Rhonda Durharden of Waterloo, and online is Jerry Durharden and Russ and Sue Smalley. And Taylor Glennie. Here in attendance, Bob and Judy Klinkle of Ames and Mary Elliott of Charles City. And now for your Gilbert Tigers. Aubrey Johnson and Sammy Johnson. Here in attendance is Juana Johnson and Brett Johnson of Boone, Iowa. Brett Johnson of Boone, Iowa. CC Hart. Online, Kathy Ray Hart of Ames and Carol Postmus from Glen Ellen, Illinois. Clara Newton. Here in attendance is Nancy Jekyll of Wisconsin, and online, Darlene Newton and Michael Newton of Madison, Mississippi. Cora Hatfield. Here in attendance is Glenda Hatfield, Stephen Hatfield, Cynthia Fletcher, Jim Fletcher. That's all. Ellie Leyva. Here in attendance is Doug and Peg Powell of Ames, and listening online is Richard and Bobby Leyva of Auburn, California. Emily Roche. Grandma Sheila Reiling O'Toole from Carroll, and great-grandma Lola Reiling of Carroll. And then online, Fern in Arizona. Emma and Olivia Lateral. Here in attendance is Bev and Dale Sorum from Nevada, Jack and Merrill's Lateral from Ames. Gwen Pistoli. Here in attendance, Ann and Denny Behrens of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Katie and Lauren Sneesick. Here in attendance, Dan and Vicki Van Arndt. Melissa Nissen, Wes and Deanne from Bondurant, and Don and Susan listening online. Paisley Dorder, Darlene Dorder and Daryl Dorder, both from Iowa. Jane and Roger Martin, both from Iowa, here in attendance. Rain Danny. Here in attendance with Rain is Gigi Danny. Scarlett Murdoch. Here in attendance is Alan and Jane Murdoch of Ames, Iowa. And Noel Rookie, Crystal McCarroll viewing from Ames, and Doug Ewing from Story City online. Allie Whitholm. Here in attendance is Judy Whitholm from Dow's. And finally, Zoe Jones, Linda and Kevin Larson from Story City, Iowa, John Jones from Ames, Iowa, and Margaret Oakland from Kelly, Iowa. Listening online is Linda and Mike Dawkins from Wyoming. Thank you, grandparents, for your unconditional support of the Ames and Gilbert softball programs. For many of you, this goes beyond your own granddaughters and to all those you root for in the stands each night. A kind word, a smile of encouragement, or a hug saying, "I love you no matter what," are a blessing to each and all of us. Tonight is a reminder of what makes athletics special: the people. The new people we get to know along the way, and the family that is always there for us. Thank you, grandparents. We love having you at the park. And now let's meet our starting lineups. Starting with Ames, batting first, number 14, catcher, Kaylee Mester. Batting second, number 1, center field, Jaya Thailand. Batting third, number 8, playing shortstop, Cameron Johnson. Batting cleanup, number 9, playing third base, Josie Thailand. Batting fifth, number 11, playing first base, Maya Geffy. Batting sixth, number 5, pitcher, Sydney Smalley. Batting seventh, number 13, playing second base, Kate Nye. Batting eighth, number 16, designated player, Kylie Sodal. Batting ninth, number 3, left fielder, Haley Craig. And in the flex position, number 7, right fielder, Meredith Franzen. And now the starting lineup for your Gilbert Tigers. Leading off, center fielder, number 1, Zoe Jones. Batting second, playing left field, number 2, Sammy Johnson. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 4, Katie Sneezit. Batting cleanup, pitcher, number 34, Clara Newton. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 17, Laura Sneezit. Up next, right fielder, number 8, London Hibbing. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 13, Michaela Nissen. And batting eighth, second base, number 11, Rain Danny. And batting ninth, playing catcher, number 15, Olivia Lateral. The Tigers are coached by Stacy Sneezig, Wes Unken, Addie Johnson, Natalie Walker, and Ames is coached by Morgan Van Baren. Fans, please stand, remove your caps as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
It's a packed house for Grandparents' Night here at Gilbert High School, and we are ready for some softball. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Gilbert Tigers softball here on Tiger Broadcast. Kale Sleazer here with you, voice of Tigers baseball. About 4 hours ago, Athletic Director Ian Smith gave me a call and said, "Hey, you want to do softball tonight?" And I said, "Absolutely, I do." So I wrapped up my DoorDash shift early today, scrambled some game notes at home, came to the ballpark, and it's going to be a fun matchup tonight. The Little Cyclones are in town, not far from Ames, just down the road. They've been very busy. They've already played 35 games this season, coming with a record of 25-10. Sydney Smalley will be in the circle tonight for the Little Cyclones. Smalley is senior. This is her 20th game started. 14-4 record, 3.21 ERA, 61 strikeouts in 89 and a third innings pitched. Meanwhile, the hometown Tigers come in with a record of 14-12. It's been a bit of a tough skid for these Tigers as they have lost 4 in a row. And we'll look to get back in the win column against these Little Cyclones. Coaches and umpires talking by home plate. A phenomenal crowd on hand tonight. Outfield full of lawn chairs. Bleachers full of fans. Gilbert baseball team, most of them are in attendance tonight. Kind of down below me to my left. Get started a little bit closer to the 8 o'clock hour tonight. See if we can dig up tonight's weather. Can already tell it's going to be a different atmosphere than next door at the baseball field, where I'm usually stationed for Tigers baseball. There is virtually no wind over on this softball field. The American flag in left center field is at a standstill. Game time temperatures, 79 degrees. See what our wind looks like. It says it's 4 miles per hour, but it doesn't even look like it's 4 miles per hour. Gusts will only go up to 7. This might be the most barren night of wind I have seen in my 2 years here behind the mic calling Gilbert baseball and now softball tonight. The Tigers lineup is as follows. Zoe Jones leads off in center field. Sammy Johnson batting second and left. Katie Sneezik at shortstop batting third. Clara Newton pitching and cleaning up. Batting fifth, Lauren Sneezik. Batting first. Batting sixth is London Hibbing in right. Batting seventh, third baseman Michaela Neeson. Batting eighth at second base, Rain Danny. And batting ninth, catching Olivia Lateral. If I do butcher any names tonight, folks, I do sincerely apologize. A few days ago, we did some discussing amongst the game day staffers here. I will be calling the sub-state opener here against Knoxville on the 10th, where I got about 3 weeks notice for that. I got about 3 hours for this game as far as notice. So I do sincerely apologize if I butcher a player's name. I probably will call this baseball at least once tonight. It's a force of habit. I've been calling baseball for 6 summers now. This is the second softball game I've ever called. So I do apologize if I use any baseball-related lingo tonight. But glad to see 10 of you here with us on Tiger Broadcast to get tonight started. This is one of the most packed groups of fans I have ever seen here in Gilbert tonight. So that one misses down low to Kaylee Mesker for ball number 1. Mesker, the catcher, leading off for the Little Cyclones. That's on the ground, right back to Newton. She throws over to Lauren Sneezik at first. And 2 pitches, 1 out for the Tigers.
Batting next, center fielder, Jaya Tylen.
Jaya Tylen, the center fielder, comes in now. Not a cloud in the sky. That makes this broadcaster very happy. The last 3 weeks of my life have been very hectic with the rain messing up not only baseball here at Gilbert, but my DoorDash schedule as well. That's what I do outside of working sports here at Gilbert. This is my preferred job. but got to do something else to pay the bills. But the rain has just messed everything up these last few weeks. Finally, some sun these last few days. As that misses outside 2-0. See if we can find Thailand's numbers on the year here. As that one misses 3-0. Jay, a freshman, batting .457 with a .514 on base, 10 RBI, and 32 starts. And that one misses high and tight. That's ball 4. First walk issued by Clara Newton this evening.
Shortstop Cameron Johnson.
So here's Cameron Johnson, the shortstop for Ames. 1-3 ground out and then a base on balls kicks off this ball game. Folks, I know very little about this Gilbert softball team coming into tonight, but a few days ago I did some light research on the team and I took a look at Clara Newton's numbers and my eyes just about bugged out of my head. She is a superstar on both sides of the ball. That's a called strike. Throw to second, not quite in time, as Thailand will steal a base. Count 0-1, runner in scoring position. And here's the 0-1. That one is hit well to left center field, but making the catch on the run. Runner advances to third. That was Sammy Johnson making the catch for the Tigers, the left fielder.
Up next, number 9, Josie Tylen.
This is Josie Tylen trying to get Jaya in from third. So that's out number 2. Another housekeeping thing for you folks. The sun is directly in my eyes right now, so if it takes me a little bit longer to navigate things on my computer, I do apologize. So that's a called strike. This reminds me of the sun that I deal with every time I call a game at Ballard. Their press box is facing northwest as well. Battle the sun over there almost all game whenever I'm calling a game, as that is dove and caught by Newton. That ends the inning. What a catch by Claire Newton. Saves a run. We go to the bottom of the first. Gilbert will have Zoe Jones, Sammy Johnson, and Katie Sneesick batting when we come back. And we're ready for the bottom of inning number 1 here in Gilbert.
Tigers, number 1,
as the senior Zoe Jones will lead off. Center fielder. There we go. Scorebug was a bit behind there, folks. Now the bottom of the first. First one to Zoe. Up high for a ball. Zoe, one of the seniors on this Gilbert roster. far as her numbers on the season. 286 average, 341 on base, 8 RBI in 23 games. As that is a called strike on the swing. Sydney Smalley in the circle for Ames. She deals the 1-1. That's on the ground to second base. Cleanly glove throw to first is on the money. That's Kate Nye to Mia Jeffrey, 4-3.
Sammy Johnson.
Sammy Johnson's turn. The left fielder bats second. On the season, bats .382, 440 on base, 3 RBIs. That's a nice bunt laid down. Throw to first, gets away. It'll be a single and then an error. Let's see how far Sammy wants to go. She's going to try for third. She gets in standing. And the Tiger faithful roar in the crowd as Gilbert is in business with a runner on third and one away.
Katie Sneezek.
And here's Katie Sneezek coming in. That one's popped up. Shallow center field. Catch is made. Charging in at high speed was Jaya Tylan.
Clara Newton.
And here's a big spot for superstar Claire Newton. I was in the middle of a statement about Newton earlier. I looked at her numbers and my eyes just popped out of my head as she takes the ball. Clara does just about everything you can do on a softball diamond. Offensive numbers coming into tonight. 443 average, 471 on base, slugging over 800, OPS over 1280, 8 home runs. As this one's popped up, it'll get out of play. And then pitching, Clara has a sub-3 ERA at a 254, 13-7, and a whip under 1.1. Walks and hits per innings pitched, less than 1.1. Very impressive numbers. Clara is the heart of this team. As that one is popped up right side, it's drifting toward foul territory and not able to make the catch is first baseman Mia Jeffrey. Umpire holding up 0-2 on the count. It's Sammy Johnson on third base as that's popped up foul and behind us here in the press box. Count remains 0-2. Lauren Sneezek on deck should this inning continue. Another 0-2. That's on the ground to the left side. Cleanly gloved at third. Throw to first is in time. Gilbert can't capitalize on the error. We go to the second, still scoreless between the Little Cyclones and the Tigers here at Gilbert.
First for the Little Cyclones, number 11, Maya Jeffrey.
4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7 rather for the Little Cyclones. Maya Jeffrey, Sydney Smalley, Kate Nye. Welcome back to Gilbert Tigers softball here on Tiger Broadcast. K.O. Sleazer here with you. Glad to see 15 of you here with us. Packed house tonight. Great crowd for grandparents' night as that one is line but foul down the right field line. Count 0-1 on Jeffrey. Batting .448 with a .510 on base. He slugs over 800 as well as this one's hit into center field and dropped in center field by Zoe Jones. It'll be an E8 to start the inning. And then here comes Smalley, who will try and help her own cause. So errors by both sides in these last two half innings. Still scoreless. A lot of time left in this one. Little Cyclones already playing in their 36th game this season. This is Gilbert's 27th, if my math is correct. Count 1-0. Smalley batting .341 with a .387 on base as she fouls this one out of play to the right. 20 RBI in 33 games for Sydney. Very strong, balanced offense for this Little Cyclones team. 5 players with 20 or more RBI. 3 players with 4 or more home runs as that's fouled back to the screen. Ames split an impressive doubleheader against Fort Dodge yesterday. Fort Dodge is ranked 8th in the state, and the Cyclones split them. Here's the 1-2. Just up high. 2-2. Kate Nye, the second baseman on deck, as that one is flared into right. It's caught on the run. Good running play by London Hibbing in right field there, and that's the first out of the inning. Double play ball is in order for Gilbert. So that's an F9 on the scorecard for Smalley. 9 bats .349 with a .372 on base. She has 5 home runs, 26 RBI. Big swing and a miss. Throw to second is not quite in time from Olivia Lateral. It's another stolen base. Count is 0-1. And that one foul tipped. Count 0-2. 1 on, 1 away, top of inning number 2. Still scoreless between Ames and Gilbert. So that one's popped up. That'll get foul out of play. We'll just dodge the bleachers. We'll have another 1-2. Kylie Sodal, the designated player, awaits on deck in the 8th spot. The wind and the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Newton gets the punch out. And 2 away.
Number 16, designated player, Kylie Sodal.
First strikeout of this game belongs to Claire Newton. So Sodal has a runner to work with 2 away. That misses high for ball 1. Hard to believe it's already July. Time flies when you're having fun playing ball in the summer. It definitely goes faster than the winter when there's nothing to do except sit around and eat holiday food with the family. It's better to get out in the sun. So that's popped up foul. That'll get out of play. Count 1-1. Newton gets set in the circle, winds and fires, swing and a miss. Lively pitch there from Clara. One strike away from getting out of trouble. Glad to see our viewer count steadily climbing. Cale Sleazer here with you on the mic. Voice of Tigers baseball filling in for the night. 1-2. Called! Strike three! That ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts from Newton. Gets the Tigers out of a bind. We go to the bottom of the second. Lauren Sneezik, London Hibbing, Michaela Nissen await on the other side of this break. Apologies there, folks. I think I was muted the whole bottom of the second inning there. Quick recap. Lauren Sneezick grounded out 4-3, and then London Hibbing and Michaela Nissen struck out back-to-back. We're through 2 scoreless innings of softball here in Gilbert. I was talking to our booth crew here tonight. This is the same microphone that I have used for the last 7 years. I started my own personal YouTube channel in my junior year of high school. I'm now over a year out of college. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I'm 23, and I started the YouTube channel when I was 16. Been calling baseball, softball, basketball, bowling at one point with this microphone. So that's swung on and missed. But every now and then when I click the mute button, it doesn't go properly, and it did not unmute properly that last half inning. So I apologize. We're still scoreless. This is Haley Craig in the 9-hole. The left fielder takes ball 1 there. It's been the Claire Newton show so far. Diving catch in the first. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the second. Next pitch from her. That's on the ground. Shortstop, cleanly gloved. Throw to first is on the money. As Katie Sneezick grabs and throws to Lauren Sneezick.
Batting next, number 14, catcher Kaylee Mesker.
So we're back to the top of the order with catcher Kaylee Mesker. After that, 6-3 putout. So that one misses high for a ball. It's going to be a fun week and a half here in Gilbert. 4th of July is coming up in a few days. And then next week, it's sub-state playoffs. So that one is a called strike. This softball squad will take on Knoxville on the 10th at 7 p.m. I'll be back on the broadcast for that. And then the day after, baseball takes on Winterset. Friday night baseballs. That one's lined foul. 1-2. Mesker grounded out 1-3 back in the first inning. Next offering from Newton. Ooh, just missed that upper outside corner 2-2. It was a good take from Mesker. Good pitcher's pitch from Newton. 2-2, 1 away, top of the third. Next offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's Newton's third punch out in 2 1/3.
Number 1, center fielder Jaya Thailand.
Glad to see our view count still steadily climbing here on Tiger Broadcast. Softball action tonight. So that is a bit of an awkward swing and a miss there from Jaya Thailand. Jaya drew a walk and swiped a bag her last time up. So that one is on the ground, just squibs over the glove of Michaela Nissen.
Shortstop, number 8, Cameron Johnson.
It just grazed the top of the glove there. Nissen had to cover ground in a hurry there. We'll give Thailand the single. First hit given up by Newton tonight. And here's Cameron Johnson, the shortstop in the 3 spot. So that one misses outside. Throw to second, not in time. Second stolen base of the evening for Jaya Thailand. 3rd overall for the Little Cyclones. Count 1-0. That one's into center field, and it will stay up long enough for Zoe Jones to make the catch, and that ends the top of the 3rd. We've still got goose eggs on the scoreboard between Ames and Gilbert. We'll be back after this break.
off for the Tigers, number 11, second base, Rain Danny.
8-9-1 for the Tigers. Rain Danny, Olivia Lateral. And then back to the top of the order with Zoe Jones. We've got a stalemate. Good pitcher's duel between Sydney Smalley of Ames and Clara Newton of Gilbert. Sun slowly starting to creep over that tree line beyond left center field as that's squibbed on the ground to third. Throw to first is on the money. Strong throw from Josie Tylen over at third.
Batting next, number 15, Olivia Lateral.
And a 5-3 put out on Danny. Here's Lateral. Gilbert backstop in the 9-hole. Shadows starting to creep over that outfield as the sun starts to set. As that one is a called strike to Lateral. Lateral is senior, batting .420, .467 on base, 2 home runs, 17 RBI. That one might have hit Coach over at third base. Perhaps Zoe on deck. Seems like everyone's okay down there. Count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Olivia goes down on strikes. That's Smalley's third punch out.
1, Zoe Jones.
And back to the top of the order with Zoe Jones. This game's going by rather quickly. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the third. Bunt shown. It's laid down. It's a good bunt. Throw to first is not in time. Zoe Jones keeps the inning alive with some small ball.
Up next for the Tigers, number 2,
Second Gilbert hit of the
Johnson.
evening. And we'll see if Sammy Johnson can piece something together. Sammy had a single back in inning number 1. First pitch from Smalley. Misses outside. 1-0, 2 away, runner on first. So that one is fouled toward the on-deck circle once again. Did some research on the stolen base numbers before tonight's matchup. Gilbert, as a team, does not steal a lot of bases. They only have 36 attempts in 26 games, 75% success rate. And that one is bunted foul. We'll see how aggressive Coach Sneezik wants to be here. Next one to Johnson. That's chopped foul. Sammy's not making it easy on Sydney Smalley in the circle. Katie Sneezik on deck should the inning continue. Another 1-2 is swung on and missed, and we are still deadlocked at 0 through 3 innings. We go to the top of the 4th. We'll be back with Gilbert Tigers softball on Tiger Broadcast in just a moment.
Leading off for the Little Cyclones, number 9, third baseman, Josie Tylen.
Middle of the order, top of the 4th for Ames. Josie Tylen, Mia Jeffrey, Sydney Smalley. Claire Newton remains on the mound. Gets a chopper over to the left side of the infield. It's fielded at shortstop. Throw to first. In time. Strong throw from Katie Sneezik. 6-3 put out. Deep in the hole.
Batting next, number 11, Maya Jeffrey.
So here's Jeffrey. Reached on an error last time and stole a base. So that one is up the middle for a base hit. That was a screamer past Clara in the circle. And 2 pitches, 2 balls in play. Ames being very aggressive. Both sides now have 2 hits apiece. Smalley will try and help her cause. Valiant battle between her and Newton this evening. As we approach 8:30 p.m. local time. So that one misses for a ball. I said it before and I'll say it again. I do apologize if I butcher any names tonight. Not only have I done my game notes today on about an hour notice, first time I've called this softball team. The sun is also shining directly in my eyes right now, so I don't have the best view of anything really. So I'm working with what I have, but I do sincerely apologize if I butcher any names out there. Count is 1-1. 1 away, runner on first is Mia Jeffrey. Sydney Smalley stands back in the box. Newton threw 3 scoreless innings, a 3-strikeout ball. That one's popped up on the infield. Runner was going. There's the catch for 1. Over to first. That's a double play to end the inning. That'll work for Gilbert. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We're still scoreless, but folks, don't you dare go anywhere. We've got some great softball on a Tuesday night here in Gilbert. Bottom of the 4th about to be underway. Welcome back to Gilbert Tigers softball here on Tiger Broadcast. Cale Sleazer here with you, voice of Tigers baseball. Hopping on the broadcast tonight. What a fun atmosphere it's been in the ballpark tonight. Treat of a ball game. Grandparents' night. Packed house. So that one's fouled. Back to the screen. Katie Sneezik stands in 3-4-5 for the Tigers as that one is lined into left. That gets down for a base hit. And we'll see if Clara Newton wants to charge that powerful bat of hers. Was going to say a bloop and a blast would be perfect here in the 4th to open up the scoring. A line drive is better than a bloop, but a blast would be fantastic here from Clara. Has 8 long balls on the season. So that one misses well high for a ball. Throw back to first from Kaylee Mesker yields no fruit. And talking with the crew in the booth here, there's been a lot of low-scoring games this last week or so here on this diamond. So that one is chopped just foul toward Coach Sneezik at third. 8:28 p.m. local time here in central Iowa. High 70s, not a lot of wind. So that one misses high and tight on Clara. 2-1. Lauren Sneezik on deck. Tigers have 3 hits and an error. Ames has 4 hits and an error, as that one is foul back 2-2. I'm not sure I've called a Gilbert baseball game this year that's gone scoreless this long. This has been a great pitcher's duel tonight. Sydney Smalley setting up in the circle, now winds and fires. That is flown out to center. Camping under it and making the catch is Jay Tylen.
Tylen with the catch at center field.
And that's out number 1. Newton's 0 for 2.
Lauren Sneezik.
So here's Lauren Sneezik with sister Katie on the bases. That one misses for a ball. Oh, excuse me. Tickling my nose there. Had to stifle a sneeze. Here's the 1-0. That one is flared into center field. This gets down for a base hit. Stopping at second is Katie as Lauren gets to first.
Batting next to the Tigers, number 8, London Hibbing.
So a big opportunity here for London Hibbing with 2 on, 1 away. Foul back to the screen by London. She struck out her last time. Goose eggs on the scoreboard through 3.5. Gilbert trying to draw first blood as that misses down low. Runners go, and it's 2 runners in scoring position. Some uncharacteristic base running aggression there from the Tigers. We'll see if that pays dividends. Double steal for the Sneezik sisters. As attention has turned to Kaylee Mesker, the little cyclone catcher. Might have taken one off of the leg there. Good job from a bench player on the little Cyclones, getting water out to the backstop. If you are in all-black uniform, and all-black catcher's gear, even a 78-degree night with the sun setting can feel like 98. Very important to keep your catchers hydrated. I come from a family of catchers myself. My mom caught, my sister caught. I caught more by the end of my playing career. My little brother caught. And then my cousin, Blake Bell, is a starting catcher for Tigers baseball. He's in attendance tonight with a lot of the guys. Camped out near the home dugout. Long mound meeting here. Keeping an eye on Kaylee Mesker. Think we're just giving her time to hydrate at this point. Nothing wrong with that. Shadows have pretty much gone all the way across the field of play now. That sun is almost below the tree line and out of my eyes. Hopefully in the next 20 minutes or so. That'll make my life a lot easier. Set up here on the left side of the booth. Glad to see 26 of you here with us. K.O. Sleazer on the mic. And a nice hand from the crowd as it looks like Mesker will continue. 1-1, 1 away. Runners on second and third. Fly ball to the outfield to give the Tigers the lead. London Hibbing steps back in. Next offering, swing and a miss. Count 1-2. Michaela Nissen on deck. And that's swung on and missed by Hibbing. That's a big out for Sidney Smalley and Ames. Second time Hibbing has punched out. That's Smalley's 5th punch out in the circle. So that one's fouled back by Nissen. Both sides have managed to get runners as far as third base tonight, but no runs yet as that one is flown foul out of play. Clara Newton made a phenomenal diving catch in the top of the first inning, I believe, to get Josie Tylen out to end that inning. That one is flown to the right side. It's drifting foul. It'll go into the bullpen and actually bounce out and out of play. Count 0-2. Olivia lateral in the hole as Rain Danny awaits on deck. Gilbert looking to strike first here in the middle innings. That one misses inside. 1-2. Can't wait to call 2 games of sub-state baseball and softball here next week as that one's fouled in the direction of the bullpen again. I think that actually hit the top railing as it bounces out of play. This softball squad will take on Knoxville at 7 p.m. on Thursday the 10th. And then 24 hours following, the baseball team will be in action against Winterset just behind us here. As that's fouled again, another 1-2. Very scrappy at-bat by Michaela Nissen here. Sydney Smalley really has to earn this out. 1-2, 2 away, 2 runners on. That's swung on and missed for strike 3, and our stalemate continues here in Gilbert. We go to the 5th, still no score.
Leading off with the Little Cyclones, number 13, Kate Nye.
Top of the 5th, bottom of the Little Cyclone order. Kate Nye, Kylie Sodal, Haley Craig. Welcome back to Gilbert Tigers softball here on Tiger Broadcast. Kale Sleazer here with you. We've got a gem going here. Scoreless pitching duel between Clara Newton on the mound, or in the circle, for the Tigers. And it's Sydney Smalley dealing for the Little Cyclone. She has 6 strikeouts in 4 innings. That one is skied in the air to right center field. Coming in and making the catch is London Hibbing for out number 1.
Hibbing with the catch in right field. Up next for the Little Cyclones.
And finally, some mercy from the sun for yours truly, as that sun is finally creeping below the tree line and out of my eyes. My job just got 10 times easier. So that one is fouled back. That one handcuffed Kylie Sodal a little bit. She is in the designated player spot, batting for flex player Meredith Franson. She's patrolling right field for Little Cyclones. 25-10 record for Ames. As Gilbert has a 14-12 record. They've lost 4 in a row, looking to snap that tonight, as that one just misses down low. 1-1. Who will strike first in this pitching duel? Big swing and a miss. Some high heat there from Newton. Claire has been excellent in the circle tonight as well. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts, and a diving catch to boot. 1-2, foul. Back to the screen. Count remains 1-2. As Haley Craig awaits in the on-deck circle. Soto struck out her first time. Fighting to stay alive here. Another 1-2. That one's flown to right field. That'll just drift foul out of reach of London Hibbing. Soto gave that a ride. Count remains 1-2. Glad to have 23 of you still here with us on Tiger Broadcast. Always appreciate Mom tuning into the broadcast, letting me know if I'm sounding good or if I forget to mute my mic like earlier tonight. So that one's popped up foul. That's going to get down, and we will have yet another 1-2. Some very scrappy at-bats here in the last 10 minutes. Kayla Nissen went down swinging in the bottom of the 4th, but not after several foul balls. Kylie Sodal doing the same thing here. Clara Newton fighting for that 4th strikeout on the night. Here's the pitch. Popped up. And it gets down. Foul. Another foul ball. Zero. Little Cyclones, Tigers here at Gilbert. Another 1-2. This one is going to find the gap in right center field. And this is going to be a very well-earned double from Kylie Sodal. And Ames has life here in the top of the 5th. First extra base hit of this game. 3rd Ames knock of the night. Foul ball after foul ball after foul ball. Probably the most impressive at-bat of the night there from Kylie Sodal. Here's Haley Craig. Takes a strike lower outside corner. I can't remember the last time I watched a pitcher's duel like this at any level. I'm a big Cubs fan myself. Watch a lot of Major League Baseball as that's foul tip into the glove for a strike. But I know for sure Gilbert has not gone 4 innings in a game this year without anyone scoring. Our stalemate is still holding here in the top of the 5th, but Ames threatening. 0-2 from Newton. Just outside for ball 1. Concluding Craig's at-bat. We'll go back to the top of the order with Kaylee Mesker, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 1-2 from Newton. Just foul back to the screen. Scrappy at-bats here for the Little Cyclones. Another beautiful sunset here in Central Iowa. Our camera does not do it justice. Lots of beautiful oranges and pinks out there as there's the swing and miss. First strike 3. That's a big out. Number 2 for Clara Newton. That's her 4th punch out. And back to the top of the order we go. Kylie Sodal on second base after her double. There's a strike, 0-1. Tigers will have 8-9-1 when they come back up. Rain Danny, Olivia lateral, and then Zoe Jones. That one misses a little bit high, 1-1. (8:42 p.m. local time here in Central Iowa). Check swing. Just a little bit too far for a strike. It may have been a called strike either way. Newton needs one more strike to get out of the inning. Crowd's getting rowdy. The wind and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 5 scoreless innings of softball from Clara Newton. 5 strikeouts on her line. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still no score here in Gilbert. Staying alive, playing over the loudspeakers here in Gilbert. Fans getting into it, clapping and dancing. This is fun, folks. Softball is awesome. I need to call more softball games. It's always a great environment. We are still scoreless. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Sydney Smalley remains in the circle. Rain Danny will start off the Tiger effort here in the 5th. And that one's fouled. And a great catch. I believe that catch saved my fiance's taco from being spilled over in the stands there. I'll have to thank that young man after this game is over, as that's a pop-up in the middle of the infield. Throw to first, just in time to get Rain Danny.
Batting next for the Tigers, number 15, Olivia.
A low lob pop-up that was fielded nicely by Cameron Johnson. She threw out to Maya Geffrey. So we're at the bottom of the order with Olivia Lateral, as that strike is called. Oh, 1. That's line. Look out, dugout. Think everyone's okay over there. Some friendly banter from Coach Sneezik over there. Oh, 2, 1 away, bottom of the 5th. Next offering from Smalley. That's popped up. And a nice catch by a fan over there. Count remains 0-2. Next offering. Just up high, 1-2. In her first at-bat, Lateral struck out. Smalley has pitched very well. 4 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 6 punch-outs. And that one, ooh, just missed. 2-2. Scoreless softball on a Tuesday night here in the 5th. What more could you want? So that's foul back to the screen. And the Cubs are winning against the Guardians. That helps too. They're up 4-2 last I checked. 2-2. That one's flown to foul territory and left. That just goes off the very top corner of the Gilbert dugout. There were multiple little cyclones there ready to catch the ball, but the corner of the dugout saves the at-bat for Lateral. Another 2-2. That one's into left center field and caught on a diving catch. A highlight play from Jaya Thailand. Wow. That saved extra bases. A defensive clinic being put on here by both sides. That was an absolutely phenomenal catch. So it's a tough L8 for lateral as showing bunt and pulling back as Zoe Jones as we're back to the top of the order. Zoe does have a hit tonight. She's 1 for 2. Next one from Sydney Smalley. Swing, and I think that was a foul. It went off the catcher Mesker either way. 1-1. Whoever scores the first run of this game might win it at this rate, as we're in the bottom of the 5th. And bunt went, or was that pulled back? Just pulled back, 2-1. Pulled back at the very last second by Zoe Jones. Two one. Called strike on the edge. Should the inning continue, Sammy Johnson awaits in the on-deck circle. 2-2. That one is hit. Base hit into left field. So Zoe Jones is 2 for 3. She has half of the Gilbert hits tonight. That's the 4th Tiger knock. Tigers have a base runner with 2 away for number 2, Sammy Johnson. Sammy has a hit as well. Shows bunt. It's laid down. Glove by third base. Throw to first is a rocket on the money from Josie Tylan, and that ends the 5th inning. Still no score between the Ames Little Cyclones and the Gilbert Tigers. We'll be back with the 6th in just a moment. Top of the 6th. As the Little Cyclones return to bat.
Tigers, number 1, Jaya Tylan.
It's the heart of the order, 2, 3, 4. Jaya Tylan, Cameron Johnson, Josie Tylan. Still Newton on the mound for the Tigers, or in the circle, rather. Mound is baseball, circle is softball. Old habits die hard. Cale Sleazer, voice of Tiger Baseball, here with you tonight. As that one is chopped to third, throw to first is on the money. 2 pitches, 1 out for Clara Newton. Newton threw 5 1/3, 4 hits, a walk, 5 strikeouts. Sydney Smalley threw 5 innings, 4 hits, no walks, 6 punch-outs. That one misses high to Johnson. She's 0 for 2. Oh no, that misses outside. 2-0. Next one from Newton. That's skied into left center field. It should stay up. And it does. Snag made by Sammy Johnson for out number 2.
Number 9, Josie Tylan.
Three flyouts to the outfield for Cameron Johnson tonight. Josie Tylan is 0 for 2. Newton had that diving catch to Robber in the first. Is that his line? And caught at second base. Nice snag by Rain Danny. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Still scoreless here in Gilbert. Folks, don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be back. The Tigers will bat after this break. Bottom of the sixth. 3, 4, 5 in the Tiger order. Katie Sneezick, Claire Newton, Lauren Sneezick. That sounds like runs to me. Tigers need to strike here. We have a stalemate through 5.5 here in Gilbert. Swing and a foul back just gets over our press box here. Great crowd on hand, Grandparents' Night here in Gilbert. Thank you, folks, for joining us here on Tiger Broadcast. Cale Sleazer here with you. It's been far too long since I've called softball. It's a fun environment. That's on the ground to short, throw to first in time.
Batting next, number 34, Clara Newton.
6-3 put out on Sneezick. Clara Newton is 0 for 2. But she has the power to break this tie. As she rips that one foul toward Coach Sneezick over at third. Phenomenal duel between Clara Newton and Sydney Smalley. It is truly a shame that one of these ladies could potentially have a loss on their line tonight. Neither of them deserve it. Pitched out of their minds. So that one skips in the dirt, 1-1. I believe there's only been one walk in this ballgame. Clara Newton issued that to Jaya Tylan, the second batter of the game. No walks since that first inning. 1-1. That's on the ground to the left side. Backhanded at shortstop. Throw to first is just offline. It's an infield single for Newton. She's 1 for 3. Fifth Tiger hit of the night.
Baseman, number 17, Lauren Sneezick.
And here's Lauren Sneezick coming in. I see Coach Sneezick calling for a runner here. I see a 6.
Aubrey Johnson for number 34, Clara Newton.
Aubrey Johnson is going to be the new runner at first. So it's 1 on, 1 away as I get that score bug updated for you folks at home, as that one is in the air to center. Coming in and making the catch is Jaya Tylan. Out number 2.
Batting next for the Tigers, London Hibbing.
F8 on Lauren Sneezick's line. Here's London Hibbing, who flares it on the infield. It gets down, and the shovel over to second will be in time. And that ends the inning. We are scoreless through 6 innings of softball here between Ames and Gilbert. Folks, don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Scoreless softball, 7th inning.
Leading off
Ames,
Little Cyclones,
Gilbert.
number 11, Maya Jeffrey.
Twilight hour here in Central Iowa. What more could you want? Kale Sleazer here with you on Tiger Broadcast. Always a pleasure. Glad to have 24 of you here with us. Still Clara Newton in the circle. So that one is inside. There should be Haley Craig in the box currently. So that one just misses 2-0. This is actually Smalley in the box in the 6th spot. 2-0. Just inside 3-0 and Newton falling behind. Smalley is 0 for 2. Fly out to right. Pop out to short. There's a strike. This actually might be Maya Jeffrey in the box, as that one is chopped foul. It's hard to tell with that long, flowing blonde hair covering the number. I do see an 11 finally. This is Maya Jeffrey. Count 3-2. Newton doing a good job to fight back and even the count. Big pitch coming up here. 3-2. That one is hit well to left center field. This one is back, and this ball is gone. It's a home run for Maya Jeffrey. And finally, in the 7th inning, someone strikes first, and it's Ames. It's 1-0. That is a big blow to Gilbert. So as soon as I get Maya Jeffrey's name right, she hits a home run. Folks, I can't remember the last time I called a ball game that went into the 7th inning scoreless. What a duel it has been here in Gilbert. That ball just cleared the fence in left center field. And a strike called. This is Sydney Smalley in the box. Oh, 1. Just misses outside 1-1. In the 7th, Gilbert should have the bottom of the order. Neeson, Danny, lateral. Gilbert will need 1 run to stay alive as this one's hitting to right center field. This one's going to get down for extra bases. And back-to-back extra base hits for Ames to start the 7th.
Batting next for the Little Cyclones, second baseman Kate Nye.
7th knock for Ames. See a courtesy runner coming in here. This is I think this is Liana Kershaw coming in to run at second. So a home run by Jeffrey and a double by Smalley brings up Kate Nye in the 7th spot. First pitch, bunt shown, it's laid down. Newton fields it barehanded on the mound. Throw to first is in time. And we might have the runner caught here. Throw to the plate, in time! Kershaw got a little adventurous there, rounded third and decided to go home. So that's a double play. That's a big double play from the Gilbert infield.
Batting next, Kylie Sodal.
1-3 put out, and then out on the bases is Liana Kershaw, who came in to run for Sydney Smalley. So now it's Sodal, who had a double earlier. This one is skied into right, And the catch is made by London Hibbing for the out. And finally, we have a run score on a home run from Maya Jeffrey. Turn around your rally caps, folks. I'm turning mine around here in the booth. Gilbert just needs 1 run to tie and 2 to walk it off. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th in just a moment.
Leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th inning, number 13, Michaela Nissen.
Bottom of the order, bottom of the 7th. It's crunch time for the Tigers. Michaela Nissen will lead it off. She struck out twice. Sydney Smalley will try for the complete game shutout after Maya Jeffrey just moments ago hit a home run over the left center field fence to score this first tally of the game. That one misses for ball 1. What a treat of a softball game it's been. This is not where I thought I would be 6 hours ago, but Gilbert Athletic Director Ian Smith gave me a call while I was out door dashing and said, hey, you want to call softball? I said yes. That's grounded to third. Throw to first is in time. 1 away.
Good play there by third baseman Josie Tylen, the outs. Batting next to the
Josie
Tigers,
Tylen
11,
with a
Rain
strong throw
Danny.
for the out there. So here comes Rain Danny, who's 0 for 2. Both of these teams should be very proud of how they have played tonight. It has been a defensive clinic. So that one is fouled away, 0-1. Folks, I can remember maybe 2 games in my 6-year broadcasting career that have had this score in the 7th inning. It has been an absolute treat to watch. As that one is popped up foul territory, it's caught by the first baseman. That's Jeffrey snagging out number 2, and the final out of the night rests on the shoulders of Olivia Lateral.
Number 15, Olivia Lateral.
And that one's popped up. That should get out of play to the left side. It does. Olivia just needs to keep this inning alive to turn it around to the top of the order. Zoe Jones on deck is 2 for 3. She has half of the Gilbert hits tonight. 0-1. Just misses low and outside. 1-1. If there are any Tiger baseball fans out there, senior night for the boys is tomorrow. So that one misses low. 2-1. That'll be a fun night. Recognizing seniors like Alden Short, Tommy McGuire, Hayden Russell, among others. 2-1. Just low and inside. Count is actually 2-2, says the home plate umpire. I flipped a pitch there. Next one to Olivia. That's just fouled away. 2-2, 2 away. Tigers down to their final strike. 1-run ball game, 1-0. Great pitcher's duel between Clara Newton and Sydney Smalley. Next offering. Swing and a miss. The ball's in the dirt. Throw to first is on the money. And that ends this ball game. Our final score, Ames 1, Gilbert 0. The name of the game was Pitching Duel. It's a shutout for Sydney Smalley. 7 innings, 4 hits, no walks, 6 punch-outs. Clara Newton takes a very tough loss. 7 innings, 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And that 1 run came off of a home run from Maya Jeffrey. And the top of the 7th inning, it just cleared the left center field wall. No wind really at the ballpark tonight. Mia earned that home run. It's a tough loss for the Tigers. They fall to 14-13. That's their 5th loss in a row. Little Cyclones improved to 26-10. We'll pull up the softball schedule here to see what's next for these Tigers. We'll just read off the rest of the regular season schedule. It's a 10 a.m. matchup against Carlisle tomorrow on the road at 10 a.m. And then at 6 p.m., it's home here against Carroll. Then a 4th of July break. Then Ballard comes to town on the 7th at 7 p.m. And then Carlisle comes here on the 8th at 7 p.m. to wrap the regular season. And then I'll be back with you folks for round 1 of the sub-state playoff when Knoxville comes to town on July 10th at 7 p.m. Until then, my name is Kale Sleazer. Folks, that was a fun ball game. It was a tough loss for the Tigers, but a valiant effort by both defenses. Both teams should be very proud of how they played tonight. So we're going to wrap up this broadcast here. Thank you for joining us on Tiger Broadcast tonight, folks. Stay safe out there and have a nice and beautiful and cool Tuesday night.